I'm very ready. I'm ready as well.
Welcome, everybody.
Wait, I'll go here on this side. Lou, this is going to be my side because this is my good side.
You've got the beauty light on you as well, Gea.
Perfect.
Welcome, one and all. Hello, everyone. As you can already tell, you're in for a wild ride. That's right. It's the end of March, end of the month. That means we're doing an extra big live episode, which means you're getting double trouble.
Double trouble indeed, because not only you're getting double trouble here in terms of hosting, but you're also getting double trouble in terms of the deal. So of course we have the 40% off that we always have. Doesn't matter if you're just gonna buy one skein of yarn from today's selection, you can get 40% off with coupon HAPPY40. But since it is the end of the month, we of course also have the HAPPY50 activated, meaning that if you shop for over $150 or equivalent, it means that you can use HAPPY50, that's the coupon, HAPPY50, instead of HAPPY40 to get 50% off on today's beautiful yarn selection.
And it is a selection indeed.
Yes.
We have more than 20 yarns picked out for you, so loads of opportunities to grab yourself something super nice and shop to your heart's content, treat yourself, and yeah.
And it is actually also, to mention, 24 hours only. So yes, keep that in mind. 24 hours for you to get your hands on today's deals. What about giveaways?
We're gonna have quite a few of those. We're gonna have 5 in total today, guys. 5 giveaways in total. The first one, the last one actually, Gea already teased earlier. Because it is the big end of the month live shopping episode, you can win this bundle of, how many skeins is it, Gea?
I think I counted like 53, I think, or 52.
53
something like that.
Of assorted cotton in a bunch of cool different colors.
There we go.
To get crafty, get going, maybe
but that's
some
not all.
lovely Easter decorations.
That is not all. We decided last minute to also include a crochet hook set. If I could open it.
It's the Cosmo crochet hook set in the color Wisteria, which is this
beautiful,
delightful,
I love it,
little crochet hook set.
I'm gonna go up close just to show them because my god, who
this?
This?
Actually not turned on. I will.
Yes, but look at this beauty. Gorgeous yarns and gorgeous hooks.
As gorgeous as you.
Yes, thank you. I think it's 53, 52, 53, 54, 55, I don't even know. But it's over 50 skeins of cotton. So.
And we're going to tell you how to win that at the end of today's stream. Throughout the stream, however, we will have 4 smaller, I don't want to say small because they're still giveaways. Oh no, we're frozen.
We are podcasting.
I'm frozen in such an attractive,
look at me. I'm like,
it looks like I'm lecturing you on something.
It looks like I'm really not having it. I'm not having it today.
I am lecturing Gea. On our giveaways, we're going to have 4 of those in total, and you can win a gift card worth $25 in each of them. For the first one, the winner's actually already been decided because the first winner was picked from everyone who signed up to this event. We will also be giving away 2 at random points during the stream from you guys in the chat, and we're going to pick 1 random winner from everyone who's given this video a little like. So
Erica Hagel says that the coupon was already active and I may have already bought way too much. The discontinued yarn were exactly the ones that I've been wanting so badly. So I'm really happy right now. Thank you, Erica. It's really nice to know that some of the discontinued yarns are on your list and you can get your hands on it now. That's lovely. Yeah, I mean,
so I think that's pretty much it.
Let's get into it.
If you want the link to our little landing page that has all the deals, you can just type either HAPPY40 or HAPPY50 in the chat. Either one should work. Either one should get you a link to our landing page, and then you can just browse there. Ideally stay until the end of the stream to browse because you might, wanna
And I
see more of
promise,
the two of us.
I promise that we're gonna do our best to not keep you more than an hour and a half. So let's get to it.
Let's go.
Let's really get to it.
Let's
Starting
get
off with
started.
today's first yarn combo, because let's just talk about. Should we talk about one yarn at the same time or two? If we can combine them, I think we should do two, right?
Those I bundled
Let's
deliberately
do it.
because I mean they belong together.
All right.
Birds of a feather.
Beautiful. So first and foremost, we have unicorn. Unicornio here, our beautiful, beautiful sock yarn. Is this a new color?
Yes.
Okay, getting excited over here. So unicorn. This is a beautiful merino blend with polyamide. This is obviously the classical sock yarn. Each hank of merino, by the way, it is unique because the yarn is actually hand dyed. That means that you have this beautiful interplay of colors in the yarn, and the yarn is dyed in small batches. So two skeins will never be the same. And I really, really think that that adds to the, what do you call it? The beauty of unicorn, the uniqueness of unicorn. Now this sock yarn is obviously durable enough for you to knit or crochet socks. Knit most probably, but the wonderful shades obviously make it a very, very clear choice if you want to do something else, like a shawl or a fluffy vest like mine, for instance, where you add a little bit of kid silk to it. And I mean, we have obviously the original unicorn in today's selection, but we also have unicorn solid. That means that you can actually combine both of them together to form a really beautiful flow of, let's see if I can actually find something, like say for instance the yellow one, you can combine it with this one, you know, super, super beautiful. Now this once again is a fingering sock weight yarn. The recommended needle size is 3 millimeters, so that's a 2.5 US, and a crochet hook recommendation is for 4 millimeters. That's a US size G6. Now we get about 25 stitches for those of you who work with the knitting gauges and crochet gauges. I personally love starting my projects. Well, I usually, that's how I measure, like if the yarn fits my project, is by the knitting gauge. And unicorn gives you 30 stitches in a knitting gauge and 25 in a crochet gauge. So obviously we recommend hand washing this, but of course you can probably throw it in the washing machine, because that's how crazy I am.
That's how Gea lives her life.
Yes.
It is super wash treated, I believe.
Yeah, it is. It is. And one last thing that I forgot to mention actually is the fact that this runs forever. So it has about 400 meters.
Yeah, it's 400 meters.
400 meters.
So
that's 437. So yeah, you get a lot of yarn for these hanks that are 100 grams. And I love the look of the hanks. Do you know why? Do you actually? Fun fact, really quick one, because I know we're supposed to be on the, you know, on the edge here.
Give me the fun fact, please.
But do you know?
The fun fact.
Do you know why hanks or why people wind their yarn in hanks actually?
I don't. I have wondered about it because it makes my life harder sometimes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Okay, so the reason you do it is because when you wind the yarn in a hank, you can more clearly see the color wave.
That makes a lot of sense.
Than it is wind up in a something else, right? Like a skein or a pull skein or a cone or whatever, right? So that is why people do it. Then you can really, really see. I have a light here. You can really see the color wave. Oh.
Now it looks like it has descended from the heavens.
It has descended from the heavens. This is such a soft yarn.
To move it over?
Yeah, that would be really good. I don't even know why we forgot to move that light on. But I mean, oh, I can't. Can you? You have long hands. I don't have long hands.
I got you, girl.
Perfect.
I got you.
So look at this once again. Super, super, super beautiful. Now, I mean, it's unicorn. It's a gorgeous yarn. 50% off on unicorn is an excellent, excellent, excellent price. So yeah. Let's see what people are saying. Cynthia's also adding actually to the fun fact, and I double on that. It also keeps the twist and tension consistent, and it is very, very true as well. It doesn't it also doesn't put that much pressure on the yarn like it is when you wind it in a skein. And you said that it makes your life more difficult. I actually think it's the opposite. I actually think that it really allows you to gently begin a project, you know, plan your project a bit more meticulously, because it's not just plug and go. It's a little bit more planning and more anticipation. It just adds a little bit. It's like courting, you know, you're courting with the yarn a little bit. You're like, hello there, baby yarn. Hello there, little Hank. Can I unravel you so that I can, you know, put you on my umbrella? Ella, Ella, and then, you know, it's just, it has that, yeah. That
you like a yarn that makes you work for it, basically,
yes,
is what you're saying.
And the funny thing is that I've learned this because of the, okay, surprise, surprise, we are working on a podcast that's going to be released very, very soon. And I had a guest on one of the episodes who told me about the Hanks, because I also didn't know why Hanks were Hanks. And I was quite surprised to find out that, because it makes so much sense that you can see the color wave more, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there it is.
Do yourself the favor, unwind the Hank properly before you start working with it, because I once tried to kind of almost work from the Hank. Well, I mean, I put it over the back of some chairs. It was terrible. I regretted it. I ended up having to shred one 430 something yards unicorn solid into like 5 parts ultimately, because it got knotted up so badly. So learn from my mistakes, do yourself the favor, but also do yourself the favor and try out the yarn.
Yes, I feel like unicorn is one of those things. And oh my god, the new colors. What is the
So
other
nice.
new color?
Here, there's one.
No. Because look at this new color. It's actually
yeah, like the completely new one that's like a completely different one than what we had previously.
Yeah, but I ordered those.
Yes.
I ordered those.
Jaya's got you guys. Jaya's got you. I saw someone ask about the UK. We do have Happy 50 UK for you UK folks. It's £125 to get the 50% off.
Okay, so this is the new one. This is called color 110. Now, I know that it is quite, let me just show it down here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and make this a little bit darker. Does that work? The other way around? Yes, perfect. Okay, so this is one of the new colors. Imagine this in combination with, you know, some kid silk for a sweater or a vest. It's so, so beautiful. Look at that. Come on, zoom, come on. It wants to give you a kiss though. All right, and then we have the one that is a little bit more tealish turquoise. This is so cute. Look at this one. Are you kidding me? I wish you could see how squishy and soft it is, because it's absolutely incredible. So yeah, okay, nerding off is enough nerding. You can nerd some more.
Matt is showing some colors first of all. So he's showing the full color selection that we have for unicorn. And you can see we've got the old colors that are towards the front. You can always kind of tell if it's an old or a new one. If it has 01, 02, 03, it's an old color that's been revived. If it has 101, 102, 103, it is the newer version of that color. So if you want to, start a project, maybe order the same. I mean, unless you want to go really, really colorful, then order, by all means, order completely all through the garden. But just be aware that 107 and 7 look very similar, because they are essentially, the idea is that they are kind of replicas of each other. However, they will differ from each other. Because the new colors are here to stay. So, and
just to mention something, sometimes a lot of the, a color like this, sorry, there we go. A color like this one might look quite neon-ish, but if you combine this with a kid silk, remember that these speckles will be spread out on a bigger surface, so you actually won't get, it's actually quite subtle when you knit with it. It's so, so beautiful and so subtle. You will love this one. 109 and 110, the new unicorn colors, just launched, I believe, last week.
Yeah.
Boom!
And then Unicorn Solid has the same specs. It's just solid colored, so
Yeah.
you can either mix and combine, use them each for their own. So.
And it's time to move on to our
I was
next
gonna
yarn.
say, let's go for the next few yarns.
Next yarn!
And these ones I know people are going to be excited about because these ones I've seen in the comments so often in the last few weeks. Jaya, take it away.
Oh, it's me? Okay. Introducing a yarn that we, I think, haven't had for a very long time in live shopping, which is our classic Winter Glow. Winter Glow is a beautiful, beautiful yarn. It is squishy, it is warm, it's perfect for winter, it's perfect for snuggliness, it is squishy, and the color combination on this single spun thread yarn is the biggest kiss, the biggest chef's kiss. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like and then just give you some fun facts because this is a blend of acrylic yarn and wool. Acrylic and wool is a good blend. Why? Well, because it kind of has both of the properties of these fibers. So like I said, this yarn is loosely spun into a single single thread. It is actually quite, why doesn't our camera focus on the yarn? It is so annoying. Look, because I'm like,
yeah,
I'm showing and it's like I really want to show the slight variation in thickness.
Oh, the focus channel was changed.
Okay, so check this out. Beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful slight variation in thickness. Super easy to work with. I think that the wool used in this, I know that it's South American wool. It's both warm, it's both soft. Wait, let me just make it a little brighter. There we go, so that it's a little bit more accurate to the color. And, you know, you can make everything out of this. You can make sweaters and ponchos and beanies and cardigans and mittens and scarves. And if we have to talk about the, properties, or not the properties, the yarn information, this cake has about 700 meters worth of yarn. That is 766 yards for 200 grams of a cake. That is such an old shawl. I can't remember that it's here.
But I put the pattern.
I made this.
But the pattern is in. So I was
7
like,
years
perfect.
ago.
We have the pattern.
I made this 7 years ago.
It's beautiful.
It is crazy. I test knitted this when this pattern came out. You show it because
it is
so yeah.
Many people asking what the color that is that you showed.
Oh, the color I'm showing, this beautiful, beautiful color, is color 25. 25. And I also have some nicer colors here too. I have this beautiful, let's see, this is color number 28. Look at this. Doesn't want to focus, doesn't want to focus. Stupid camera, honestly.
Try the arm maybe. Sometimes it helps. Yeah.
Uh-huh. But you can combine it with the solid, with the Winter Glow solid, right? It is, yeah, I love this yarn. I think it's a great yarn.
This pattern that I'm holding, or not holding, wearing, I have linked for you on the landing page. So if you typed Happy 40 or Happy 50 in the chat, you'll get a link there, which will have all the yarns and also all the patterns we're showing today.
And the name is German for this pattern.
Altenkirchen shawl. So Altenkirchen, named for the city of Altenkirchen. A gorgeous, gorgeous project. Actually, like a lovely year-round project, because if it's like a cold summer's day, this is so cozy to just kind of throw over your shoulders.
You know what I used to use that project for specifically? That was my sofa blanket project.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It is super easy to knit up, like super, super easy to knit up. This is just the garter stitch. And it is so much fun. It's such a no-brainer pattern. Yeah. It's just pluck and go. And I love it because I used to use it so much. Well, I'm going to take it back home because
I saw it earlier and was like, oh, perfect. We have all the yarns that we need for it on the show today. So
beautiful. Beautiful.
And this is the landing page, by the way?
So Matt is showing you the landing page that has all of the yarns linked, and then lower, 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 lower. You can see it's a lot of products today, so we're going to have to really step it up a little bit here. And there you can see all the patterns as well. And there you can, for instance, find the Altenkirchen shawl, which is a free pattern that you can download. And this one actually combines Winter Glow with our extra fine merino and kit silk, and both of those are also part of today's selection.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take it off now though, because it is super lovely, but it is a little bit warm, so I'm gonna need to move it to the side.
Yeah,
we have many lights in here.
And you know what? I think it is time now to go straight to our first giveaway of today.
And for that,
exactly,
I need you guys to listen.
It's a giveaway. It's a giveaway.
Is it the little song?
Mm-hmm.
It's a giveaway time.
Comment.
It's a giveaway time. It's a giveaway.
Comment. There it is. Diana Tan. Sorry to bother. Diana, baby. You are saying, is it beginner friendly? What knit needles have you used to get the shawl? So it is super beginner friendly. If you want to learn how to knit, I do invite you to join me and Luisa, or preferably just me next week, but me and Luisa, because we have a very, 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 very beginner friendly cal going on starting next week. And we're going to be making a vest. So if you want to maybe join us, please join us. Otherwise, it is a very, very beginner friendly shawl. So you only need to know how to knit. So only the knit stitch is only one stitch. So it's a very, very, very easy shawl to make. And I think it's a 5mm crochet knitting needles. If I'm can you check, Matt, because I need to.
It's just we just played the giveaway song.
Oh yeah,
so
and then
okay, giveaway.
Sidetracked. So this was our first giveaway of the night, picked from everyone who signed up for this event ahead of time. So thank you to all of you who did. It means a lot to us.
Yes.
Your continued support, and congratulations to
Claire Osborne. Claire Osborne, honey, you have won yourself a
gift card worth $25 or equivalent in your currency.
And all you have to do to claim your little gift card is write an email to live@hobby.com. So live@hobby.com, which is shown right here on the page. Matt is going to check that email on Fridays usually, or Thursdays, or sometimes at the end of the week, and he is going to send you your coupon. Bada bing, bada boom.
So congrats, Claire Osborne.
Beautiful.
Winner numero uno. And don't forget, we have 3 more little gift card giveaways throughout the show. We'll tell you when it is time to participate on those. And we've got the big one at the end, where you can win the 50-ish skeins of assorted cotton and the lovely Cosmo crochet hook set. This is so much heavier than I remembered. I forgot how heavy this is. I put it up and thought, oh no.
Lauren?
Oh
yes,
no.
It is a heavy one.
Dawn has a very valid question here.
She has a very, very valid question. She says, what's the 50% off code valid on? So it's valid on today's selection of yarns, including the unicorns we just saw, including the Winter Glows and Winter Glow Solid. Oh, and Matt is actually showing a bunch of different kind. Feather, Metallico, Friends Wool, Friends Kit Silk, Universe, Friends Wheel, Alpaca Silk. Oh, you included Alpaca Silk. So cute.
The next one coming up.
Horizon. We have the glitter crochet hook sets, the chunky ones, and some beautiful color packs as well. There's so much to choose from. There's a little bit of something for everybody. So that's very exciting.
Yes. Angela's asking what to do to participate on the giveaway. So for one of them, you can actually just give us a like, because then you're in the running to win a gift card. So make sure to give this video a like. A little heart, a little hug. But for the other 3, including the big one, we will pick from the chat, and we will tell you when it is time to participate. Put a little code word in the chat. We will make it very clear when it is time to participate on that.
I'm reading also Clarissa saying, can you teach us how to do the basic knitting stitches? Yes!
Gea taught me.
Yes. So basically what's going to happen, by the way, just to sum up in our little cal, it's going to be more like a cal slash tutorial slash course in how to knit a actual wearable. And I know that I have basically insulted Luisa in the last craft and chat we did, because the way I phrased it was, join us so that you can learn how to knit, or you
something
know,
other than a
something
stupid little scarf.
Okay, I did not.
She did not say that.
But I said, join us so that you can, as a beginner, end up with a project that is just not another scarf, right?
Yes.
Because I know that as beginners, whether you're a knitter or a crocheter, if you're a crocheter, what do you do usually as a beginner? You end up doing a kitchen cloth, right?
Headband.
Blah, blah, headband, a kitchen cloth, blah, 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 blah. You can't use it for much, right? Or if you're a knitter, you're going to totally end up doing a scarf. It's going to be an ugly scarf. You're never going to wear it. So my thought process was, how can we make a really, really fun project that we actually end up wearing? What's easiest? And it was you who really wanted to make the Suki slip over. So we're going to be doing that.
It's going to be every Thursday?
Yeah, every Thursday in April.
Well, except for the first Thursday, because I'm on holiday, so...
Yes, so not on the 3rd, because she's on holiday. But I'm going to be live then, and I'm going to give you guys kind of like an intro, like a head start. And then we're actually going to begin the cal when Lou is coming back on the 10th.
Yvonne is asking, there is no link to it as such, but the events, I believe, are up on our Facebook page, or will be soon.
They are.
So if you go on our Facebook profile, you'll find them there, and we will, post in April on Thursdays. Gea already taught me how to purl, which is something that I was doing wrong before.
You were twisting your pearls.
I was twisting my pearls, and I was so proud when I finished my swatch. I sent Gea a photo of me posing. I called it like I pose with my swatch the way a man on Tinder poses with a fish.
Yes.
Because I was so proud of it. I was like, it was very much like, look at what I made.
Do I have it somewhere? Yeah. I'm gonna check it and show you guys, because it's so funny. Look at her. Look at Lou.
So proud. So yeah, it's going well, but we're gonna really get cracking in April. And yeah, if you want to join us, it's gonna be on Thursdays, 5 p.m. CT, so the same time as when this live shopping started, on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel. And the videos do stay up on YouTube as well, so you can check them out afterwards if the time doesn't sit right for you.
Exactly.
They'll be there, and yeah, Gea's a phenomenal teacher.
Let's get going though, Lou. Our next yarns is actually it's the new one. All right, let's get to it, because wow. I'm gonna put this. Can you take this away, Maddie? Thank you. Let's go.
But I can still take it away.
Okay, Maddie, show me this yarn. All right, what is this cutie, Lou? Do you want to tell us about it?
Yes. So this, what you see here, is our new Rococo linen yarn.
Rococo.
So as the name suggests, I mean, look at it. It makes you think art. It makes you think opulence. It makes you think shine and shimmer and beauty. And the camera does not want to focus on it at all. So our beautiful Rococo linen, as you can see here, is a gorgeous blend of 36% viscose, 34% cotton, and 30% linen. What you see shining there is the viscose, and then the cotton and linen rounded up. So you get these three really, really beautiful fibers in an almost equal blend. It is a fingering or sock weight yarn with a recommended hook or needle size of 3 millimeters, needles, 4 millimeters hooks. We do recommend that you hand wash it, since especially I think the blend can be a bit delicate. We recommend hand washing it at low to medium temperature. And just look at that yarn. It has a yardage of 297 yards per little cake, and it is so beautiful. It has that slightly rustic structure to it, as you can see, with the viscose kind of a shiny counterpoint to then the linen being a little bit more robust. It does have a little bit of that kind of characteristic linen feel, but it is not rough by any means. The cotton and viscose really balance it out really beautifully.
And viscose has a gorgeous
drape and a gorgeous cool feel to the touch. It is an absolutely beautiful material. And yeah, it's a really exciting new yarn. It comes in these really beautiful kind of pastel-y light colors. So perfect for
But look
spring,
at this
perfect
emerald, though.
for summer. And then we have some of the deeper kind of jewel toned shades that are really gonna, yeah. I think it's so pretty. I'm so excited that when I saw that we could have it on live shopping this week, and I was like, we're putting it on. As it is brand new, we don't yet have any patterns that go with it, but I'm sure they're being worked on as we speak. And I can't wait to see what you are doing. I can see actually KA is on the chat saying that she's currently crocheting a Rococo shawl using the multi version of this yarn, which we don't have in the selection today, but we do have this in the solid color and in a multicolored version. And it just, I just thought it looked so lovely, and I love linen. I mean, I've talked about how much I love linen. I love viscose, so I kind of felt this was a perfect kind of spring and summer blend to share with you today. So this is our Rococo linen, and it's 50% off if you use code HAPPY50 if your order total is $150 or more. Which then gets halved, obviously. So then it's $75.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Boom.
So yeah.
And that also means that obviously if you shop for that much, you get the free shipping.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And if you do just want to get yourself maybe a skein or two to try it out, completely understand, then just make sure to apply code HAPPY40 to get 40% off the yarn.
Exactly.
So still a really good deal.
And
I
in the
would argue.
next 24 hours.
Yes.
Only. So do hurry up.
And codes cannot be combined with each other.
Yeah.
Like our checkout only allows for one code.
Yeah.
So that's Rococo linen. That's the new yarn that I added today to give you some, variety, something new, something cool. And now we're going on to something a little more. I hadn't noticed that was happening.
I think Matt just did that. Hello.
Matt, what is happening?
Oh, but we also need to zoom in on not only my face but your face too.
We do have one. We
Wow.
have one for both the entire time.
Oh wow! What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, we're moving from a newbie to an oldie but goldie, which I'm sure you were.
An oldie but goldie, and that is alpaca silk. The sweater I'm actually wearing right now is alpaca silk, and I'm not gonna I don't want to spend too much time talking about it. I don't want to.
Sure, Gea. Sure.
I will not. Time me, okay?
All right.
Time me. I'm gonna get 1 minute and I'm gonna be done.
Your minute starts now.
Okay, alpaca silk is made out of 70% beautiful, beautiful alpaca and 30% mulberry silk. Look at these cuties. Now this is a precious, extraordinarily fabulous yarn made in Peru, obviously. And I mean, it has these beautiful silky. It has silky, smooth look to it and a beautiful, beautiful shine. You can see that the long fibers of the alpaca are kind of like coming through. It's actually quite fluffy in itself. And the drape on this yarn is incroyable. I am in awe. One of my favorite yarns. One of the softest yarns I've ever touched in my entire life. I know I'm hired by Hobby and I know that I work here, so people might say I'm biased, but I'm not. You will give me any other yarn from any other company. I don't even want it. I just want my alpaca silk. That's all I want. So this is definitely one of those yarns that you have to try at least once. And it's great if you want to work with a natural fiber that comes from an animal and you might be allergic to wool, right? Because when you do think about it, wool is basically categorized in two categories, right? You have the merino, which is soft, it's wearable, it goes up to 25 nanograms or microns, so that is nanograms. Why did I say nanograms? I know it's microns. It's the thickness of the fiber itself. And then you have the rest of the wools, which are above 25, and that's the itchy stuff, right? So alpaca silk is super, super, super soft, very comparable to merino wool, and is just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And look at the drape. Look at this. Do you see the little drape? Oh, do you see how it's like, I don't know if you can see the drape. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is the azulejo sweater, inspired by the traditional tile work found in Portugalia and some parts of Spain. Obviously, this is an experienced knitter's pattern, and it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. But if you just want to, just want to get a skein or two of the alpaca silk, you can make yourself like a nice crochet scarf out of it, or a nice beanie out of it, like a little slouchy beanie going on, or so forth. So beautiful colors. We have really, really gorgeous colors because of how the alpaca actually sucks up the dye. You have these very kind of naturally looking tones. Nancy's also saying that it's one of my favorite. Nancy, you and me, bestie, love you. But you can combine it obviously with a lot of other strands. I know it's been more than a minute, right?
It has been well over a minute. But to be fair, I also, tossed a sweater at you. And so I will say you gave it your best
I
shot.
gave it my best. I gave it my best. It's a beautiful yarn. Buy it. 50% off next 24 hours. Just get it. It's so squishy. It's so squishy. It makes me want to scream. I'm like, look at this. Look at the squish.
Laura's asking if it's a yarn that's likely to split when you crochet with it.
Not that I have experienced, actually.
I've only used it once for a very, very small swatch, and had zero problems with it. I do think that it is quite well spun, and it's not a very loosely spun. It's a very even texture as well. So on something like the
it's super evenly textured.
Or azulejo, you say the J. You say the J. It says on the chat. People say it's because it's Portuguese. Apparently, you say the J, but then I don't know how to say the J because like.
Oh, but okay. I'm sorry. I'm getting in defensive mode here because it says found in Portugal and some parts of Spain. And I said azulejo, okay, and that Spanish, is the Spanish version. It is not presumable, it is.
Well, yeah, it is how a Spaniard would pronounce it. I just don't know if it's a Spanish or Portuguese
I think that Portuguese would be more like azulejo.
Yeah, maybe,
something like that.
They have a weird J, yeah. In comparison to
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Roll is casting judgment on
I never said that we
on the beautiful language of Portuguese. Have you heard bossa nova? That is the most romantic.
A lot of people on the chat
language
by the way,
ever
saying that they crochet with alpaca silk a lot, and none of them have ever had the problem of it splitting. So I think before we get here completely off. And then Janice is asking if there are any beginner-friendly crochet patterns for this yarn. So I've linked a couple of patterns, but I think all of them were quite advanced.
But you can definitely replace some of the beginner.
Yes.
Like for instance,
this scarf, or there is I'm pretty sure the simple scarf pattern, which I think is either written to be made with soft alpaca or with alpaca silk, but you can use either yarn. That is a perfect example of a super beginner-friendly crochet project.
2 skeins.
Yeah.
And you need 2 skeins.
2 skeins of alpaca silk, and it gets you a cute little scarf, because it's a good beginner-friendly project.
Yeah. Look at that. It's cute. Super cute.
And
this is a great scarf because this is one of those scarves.
Yeah, I think it follows the exact method as mine as well. Like it's
or like. Much... Can I try and also see another scarf? I really want the croissant scarf. I love the croissant scarf. I think the croissant scarf is a little easier because it doesn't have this like edge. It's a little bit more simple. This one is way more simple to make.
Yeah. This
is very similar to your scarf, actually. I think that the simple scarf is not that similar to that. It's a little bit more difficult to make.
Yeah.
Why is the simple scarf not as simple?
So the simple scarf
is simple, but
crocheted into the back loop.
Yeah, so. Exactly.
It's just a simple scarf.
But this is the croissant scarf, 10 out of 10. Very, very, very easy and simple pattern to follow. And it's a great pattern. So check it out. Croissant scarf. Buy the pattern. It's $4.50. All the money goes straight into the designer's pocket. And to note, this is one of those patterns that if you have it, you're gonna make so many of those scarves for everybody in your family and all of your friends. And and it's such an easy scarf to do, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah,
It is.
bam.
So, with that, I think your minute is up. I'm going to take the alpaca silk away from you now, because we still have quite a few more yarns. I think the next two, we're going to do a kind of quick round. Because,
No!
again, I know that they are super, like, a lot of you have been looking forward to...
I caught it.
Wow.
Wow. Sign up for the Olympics right now in yarn ball, which we could create a sport.
Moving
So
on.
there'll be sports
Moving on. Kind feather is up, babies. So if you are, like, I'll just move here. If you are on the lookout for a very, very good alternative to merino wool, so this yarn is very, very, very similar to our kids, extra fine kids. Why am I saying kids?
Friends
extra fine merino. I'm thinking of
the
kids
word that
silk.
I'm
Do you
thinking.
see? Do you
Yes.
see me? I'm like silk,
Yes,
silk.
it's
kids
good for
silk.
kids.
It's good for kids. It's great for kids. But if you're looking for an alternative made out of acrylic, the Kind feather is the way to go. Now this is a 100% acrylic yarn. Absolutely gorgeous. You get 100 skeins. 100 gram skeins, so that's 3.5 ounces. And look at these colors. Look at it. What is this?
Ooh, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay. Is that for me?
Maybe.
Oh.
Mind your business.
Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry. I just appear out of nowhere. So this is a light worsted DK weight. Like I said, 100 gram, 3.5 ounces for 235 meters. You get 20 to 21 stitches on a knitting gauge by 29 rows. And you get 14 stitches by 16 rows on a 10 by 10 or 4 by 4 inch, 10 by 10 centimeter gauge swatch for crochet. Machine wash this at 30 degrees. It's super soft against the skin. It has all the properties that I love for a yarn that is used for children, especially because you can just wash it over and over and over, and you know, the colors are going to stay vivid. It's super squishy and super soft. The way it's spun, it actually is extremely squishy. It's mega squishy. So yeah, beautiful color selection too. I really think is gorgeous color selection. So yeah, that's it. Kind feather. Let's go.
It is amazing. And we've got the next yarn coming right up. We can switch places.
Swappy swaps.
Hello, 'tis I. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Universe. So Universe is this gorgeous little cake. It's made from 98% acrylic with a 2% polyester. And the polyester is that glittery strand that you can see right here. As you can see, the acrylic yarn is very loosely spun. So it has that very spongy texture. And what's amazing is that as you work it up, the glitter thread kind of almost sinks into it, which means that when you touch the surface, all you get is softness, zero itch. It is a fingering or sock weight yarn, so another one for those of you who like to work maybe some more sort of intricate, delicate patterns, maybe using a lot of little sort of chain spaces and a little patterned shawls, etc. You get 505 yards on one of these cakes, so 2 of them are already more than enough for a nice big shawl or a nice little cardigan. The recommended hook or needle size is a 3mm needle, 4mm hook, and you can machine wash this at low to medium temperature. So it is super easy to take care of, and it comes in so many amazing colors, and this glitter thread is always matched to the base color. So for instance here, you've got all these shades of pink, and then you've got a pink thread, and someone's making fun of me behind my back. And on this purple one, for instance, you can see the thread is then also purple to match that vibe. I know that Universe is another really big favorite for a lot of you out there, especially those of you who love a bit of glitter. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoy. It is amazing for anything from clothing to shawls to accessories. You could make a really cute scarf out of this, for instance. Yeah.
The shade of the blue, by the way, Kelly, that is color 27. The shade of the pink is color 08. The shade of this other one, which one is it?
Blue and orange.
The blue and orange. This is color number 29.
And the one I've been holding, the purple, is color 9.
Color 9.
Color 9.
Bam bam.
So that's
yeah.
Universe.
And no, the glitter is not scratchy. Somebody
No.
was asking.
It's super nice. That's like I said, because you have that kind of unspun, well, it's not unspun, but this very loosely spun texture on the acrylic thread. What happens is essentially it kind of almost sinks into it, and then as you touch it across the surface, all you get is soft. So absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Universe.
And it's time for another giveaway. Are you playing the song or is it just?
Do you want me to?
Oh,
Okay.
you don't have to. You know.
We both brave, like we both were like, and now it's time for the song.
It's a giveaway.
And now it's time for the song.
It's a giveaway.
What do we do for this giveaway, Maddie?
It's a giveaway.
Oh. You have to let us know, Matt.
First we bully Matt into playing the song, then he does, and we talk over it.
Well, we have a giveaway from chat.
From the chat.
A giveaway from
So-
the chat. Okay.
In order to participate on this giveaway, please make sure you're live, and we can only offer this sadly on Facebook and YouTube. So you folks on Instagram, just lean back, relax. We'll be with you again in just a minute. But for those of you on Facebook and YouTube, get ready, get typing, and please put hashtag HobbyLive, spelled the way it is spelled here above me, hashtag HobbyLive in the chat. You've got a minute and a half to do so.
I'm gonna take up my
And
phone now.
we will randomly select a winner from everyone who does. So hashtag HobbyLive in the chat for a chance to win a gift card worth $25.
Okay.
We will do another one of these in a few, minutes, depending on how long Jay and I talk, probably in like an hour and a half. Let's be
I
real
hope not.
here.
Look, I'm doing it too.
And then you could participate.
Is it hashtag
HobbyLive.
Live?
And spell Hobby correctly, because the very first time we ever did a giveaway like this, I did not spell Hobby correctly, and Matt had to correct me, and it was embarrassing.
Hobby Live. I'm sending it in. If I'm gonna be the winner,
If
it's
you're
gonna
gonna
be
the
hilarious.
winner, then we're gonna have to just do it again.
Yeah.
And I'll take away your phone and hide it, so you don't do it again.
Sure.
So,
Sure
hashtag Hobby
thing.
Live for a chance to win a gift card worth $25. And I saw a
40
few people
seconds left.
asking about our offers today. So it is 40% off with code HAPPY40. That's valid 24 hours, so until tomorrow, 5 p.m. CET. Unless you shop for more than $150 US or euros or equivalent in your currency, then it is 50% off with the code HAPPY50. So HAPPY50 applies once your order total reaches $150. Both codes only apply to our selection, so only to the 20 plus products that we have for you. However, in order to reach the 150 threshold, you can also add other yarns to your basket. So
I think it is time.
with that, it's time for our giveaway.
I just saw the timer go
Saw
off,
it
so
run
I'm
out,
like,
and I was like, it's time.
We have exactly 500 people in the pool.
500
Wow.
people. That's so nice. Please do share the event so that more people can join. It would mean so much to us. All
And
right.
we got a winner, and it's not Jaya. It is
Tiffany Howard.
Congratulations,
Tiffany. All right, baby. Tiffany, shoot us an email, actually. Pew, pew. Shoot us an
Live
email to
at
live@hobby.com.
Live at hobby.com.
Wow.
New
Art.
jingle.
Beautiful. Love it. Live@hobby.com. Come on. I was live at hobby.com. Live at hobby.com. Please, Tiffany, shoot us an email, and Matt is going to send you, probably on Friday, a coupon worth of $25. 25 monies. With that said, we have much more prepared
Much
for
more
today.
yarns coming right up.
And a big giveaway at the end. I dropped the crochet hook set. But there's also a crochet hook set. So share this event and have more people participate so they can win. Please. All right, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. So this next segment is all of our friends yarns that we have in the selection today. And before we get started, because these are friends yarns,
Like us.
and because we are friends,
Like us.
Oh,
all
and
three.
because this is the big celebration for the end of March. March was a great month. It was International Crochet Month, so we had a lot of
Yes.
really cool crochet times. March is also these two's birthday month.
That is true.
And
big
I
month.
believe that I promised Gea something a few
Is that
weeks
what it
ago.
Is
And
that
so
what it
with
is?
that I hustled to get it done in time. It is not blocked yet, but Gea, happy belated birthday. This is for you.
Are you serious? I thought it was candy or something.
What might it be?
I thought it was some candy for Matthias, actually.
Not today, Matt.
it's for you.
It's not for... Oh, Lulu.
Open it first.
Lulu.
You need to see
I
if
don't
it...
care. I don't care what it is. It's just very, very sweet of you.
So this is Gea's belated birthday present.
Are you kidding me?
Everyone knows what it is.
You finished it?
Quelle surprise!
I mean, we all knew about this, including myself, but I did not expect you to have finished it.
I had Gea pick the color, so she knew it was coming eventually. But yeah, I hustled to get it done in time for today.
No.
Gea is now the proud owner of her very own Luisa scarf.
I have a Luisa scarf now.
And I made it in her favorite color. And so this is actually a blend of Friends Extra Fine Merino and Friends Kit Silk. That's why I kind of waited until now when we're doing the Friends yarns to show it.
I am literally the biggest giveaway winner right now. This is like, oh, look at how cute it is. With my jacket.
Oh, Samantha is saying that maybe we may have promised that you could set, like, that I was going to tell you that you could set something on fire. No, and you will not set the scarf on fire.
With my little green
It
jacket.
works super nicely together. It looks so good.
I just need to wear a different top.
Oh,
Oh, I love it, Lulu.
I'm so glad. It looks super nice on you.
So much.
Nancy's
so
saying now I have
sweet.
to make one for Albert. I actually thought about, because I have I think enough of the extra fine merino left that I might be able to make a mini scarf for him, so that you can match. So I'll
Do
see.
it.
I'll see what I can do. I'm probably I might make a mini version for Albert as well. Because I mean I'm assuming he won't like kit silk, so extra fine merino
probably
pure
just
is
yes.
it is.
Oh,
So yeah, that is a little project that you can very easily make. It takes less than a skein of each with an extra fine merino and then with some silk, which are the next two yarns that we have for you today. So
beautiful.
look at that segue.
Let's. Yeah, I was like, it almost looked like you. She has been planning
Martha's
this
asking
for a month.
How many skeins did I use? So I used less than a whole skein of each. So I think you could probably I would imagine that with two skeins, you could two skeins of each, you could probably make 3 scarves.
Oh yes,
roughly.
for sure.
I would say that's kind of how
There is
how it ends up.
165 meters in the extra fine merino.
Yeah, and I always-
165 meters. That's 180 yards.
And
so
I
that's-
always calculate a roughly 120 for my scarves. So
Yeah. Beautiful.
thereabouts.
I love it.
So this is the extra fine merino, which is sport weight 100% super soft merino yarn. It is just the softest yarn. It's an amazing yarn to work with. You've got a recommended hook or needle size of 3mm to 3.5 for needles and 4mm to 4.5 for hooks. And you get, like I said, 180 yards. So a little more than a scarf on one of these skeins. It is part of our Friends line. And what that means is that as you are looking for a perfect color match, all you need to really check are the color numbers. So all of our Friends yarns, and that is, wait, so for instance, this is 112, right? All other Friends yarns in 112 are going to be this similar shade of green. I'm trying to see if I actually have one here. I don't think so. This is 105. 1 second. Matt, could you, or no, you, or Jaya, could one of you check if you could find a match? Maybe, I think
Ooh.
one of those greens might be a match for, I'm looking for 112, ideally,
this is
or
lighter.
105.
This is 105.
Okay, perfect. Ha. So it's not merino, but we also have Friends Wheel in the selection today, and this is Friends Kid Silk. And as you can see, they're not 1000% the same. They can't be, because this one is a mohair silk blend, this one is an acrylic and cotton blend, and those will take dye a little bit differently to each other. However, as close a match as you can get with two different materials, and the same would apply for the Friends Merino if I had it here in that shade. But it makes mixing and matching your yarns super, super, super easy, and is a great way, yeah, for you to be able to have these like kind of solid colored projects where you don't accidentally kind of model the color a little bit. So yeah, that's what the Friends line is all about. Friends Extra Fine Merino is one of those. It's machine washable at low to medium temperature. It is super wash treated.
Is that the correct email?
Yes, it's support@hobie.com if you need to reach customer service.
Thank you.
We sadly can't really help with anything here on the stream just because we're live.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, support@hobie.com, and then I think either my colleague is still there. If not, someone will help you out tomorrow.
Beautiful. All right.
So how many colors are offered in the Friends line? So it varies from
A million!
yarn, but we have a lot of Friends
wish.
colors, and there's more coming in. Like, for instance, the orange red is a relatively recent addition compared to some of our
That
others.
sounded so violent. So violent.
But each Friends yarn comes in a number of colors, and not every yarn comes in every color.
Oh, that was
So
sounding
it's hard
so
to say.
violent.
Actually, I would love to know. I'm gonna need to ask Kat about that, like how many Friends colors there are in general.
Well, it depends, because I know that some yarns have the whole range that we have
exactly.
so far, and I know that some colors are still coming in the other
for some others.
yarns as well. So sometimes you might find, I think that the most is found in the Friends range. So Friends has the most colors. So yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. But yeah, so we have the Extra Fine Merino here, but we do also have the other Friends yarns that I mentioned previously. So we have Friends Kid Silk, which is a beautiful, beautiful blend of kid mohair and silk. You've got this lace weight yarn. It is super, super light, super, super fluffy. Well, it's mohair, so it's bound to be fluffy. And a great addition to any project if you want to sort of bulk up the thread a little bit, if you want to add a little bit of fluff to your project. Yeah. You get 218 yards on one of these. They're super, super light.
It's a lot.
So one of these goes quite a long way.
A very long way.
Goes a very, very long way.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is actually the yarn that Jay and I are using for our little knit along that we started.
The
so the Suki slip over that we're making is actually made out of this gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. Yeah. We're using 3 strands at a time with an 8mm needle. So it's bulked up a little bit, but it still gives you that really beautiful, very lightweight netted look that I particularly love. And so you can use it by itself, either single-stranded, double-stranded, 3 strands, or you can use it the way I did with the scarf that I gave Jaya, where you combine it with another yarn. And there's so much yarn all over the studio that Jaya can't find her purse or her bag with her project in it. The Friends line definitely has tons of beautiful colors. The Friends line has a lot of really, really beautiful colors, and more being added. Oh, look, Jaya has a project to share.
But no, it's just to show you guys how it looks like with 3 strands all together. So it is extremely fluffy. It is even, the funny thing is that this particular color, this orange red, is very difficult.
Really hard on camera.
Yeah, it bleeds so much. This one and the pink.
Yeah.
The fuchsia and the red is like very, very hard to show, but it is so squishy. It is insanely squishy. So yeah, 3 strands over here.
Yeah.
Doot, doot, doot.
It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So
beautiful, guys.
Bree, it is not a silly question at all. When you use multiple strands of the same yarn, do you use, like, let's say use 3 strands, does that mean you use 3 skeins? So we do for the project that we started, because we're going to need a total of 6, so it makes perfect sense to just use 3 at a time. However, if your project is much smaller, so you're only going to need maybe 1 or 2 skeins, what you can do instead is that you loop the thread around, kind of create these like loops of, roughly maybe 30-40 centimeters in size. You work those up, then you pull through another loop, so you can essentially, it's hard to explain, but if you look it up on YouTube, it is actually a really easy way that you can use 3 strands at the same time with just 1 skein. Or if you're using 2 strands, what I like to do is I start one from the middle, one from the outside of my skein, and work them at the same time. That obviously works best for 2 strands. But there are different ways to go about it. I also know people, if it's really important that the weight is very even, who weigh their project and then weigh out thirds. That is also a good way to go about it. So there's different approaches depending on what works best for you. But yeah, if you look it up on YouTube, you could find tutorials that are really cool, helping you to see like how you kind of pull up a loop, work 3 strands, pull through another loop, work 3 strands, and that works as well in a pinch. So not a silly question at all, actually a very good question. So yeah.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
How are you managing? Well, you have a t-shirt
I'm wearing
on.
a cotton t-shirt, and you are wearing an alpaca sweater in addition to the like very nice but very merino woolly scarf.
Somebody's asking about my sweater. So this is alpaca silk in combination with a thread of, I think it's cabrito.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice color.
All right, let's get to it.
We have 2 more Friends yarns that I quickly want to show you.
Yes.
This one is Friends wool.
Friends wool.
Where Friends extra fine merino is 100% merino wool, Friends wool is 100% just pure sheep wool. So you're gonna have that rougher woolly surface. This yarn is also super, super fun to work with, and it can actually be felted for an added effect. So if you don't want to felt it, we recommend that you hand wash it. If you do want to felt it, then toss it in the machine and felt it.
Boom.
It's a worsted weight wool yarn. You get 109 yards on one of these little skeins, and we recommend that you use a 4mm to 4.5mm needle or a 5mm to 5.5mm hook. As someone who is not sensitive to wool, I can wear this on my skin, no problem. If you know you are very sensitive, then I would urge you to look more towards the merino, because this is sheep wool. So this is going to have that coarser, very woolly texture. It's going to keep you amazingly warm. It's going to keep you dry. It's fantastic also if you want to make something for an outer layer, but it is a bit rougher on the skin compared to a merino.
Yeah. I mean, it's also to note that personally also the drape is very, very different.
Yeah.
So the result that you're gonna get is very, very different, whereas that is very great for jackets and like a sweater that has structure, a sweater that has, you know, a pretty well defined doesn't move.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you can already see, like, even the weight is already being thicker, and then adding to that like, coarser texture.
And one thing to note, and this is my experience, the merino grows like crazy.
Yes.
So make sure if you do work with the merino that you sample it, make a little gauge swatch, wash it, dry it, wash it again, and dry it again, because it grows a second time. So... and then it stops growing, but it usually grows a second time. So make sure you do that. And I also recommend using a slightly smaller needle size, because it grows so much that, But otherwise, such incredible yarn, especially the merino. The merino I'm a big fan of.
I love it too. I also really love the Friends wool for those kind of, like a little rougher project, or a little more rustic, let's say. Like, I really would like to make like a vest that I can then actually wear like on top of a sweater. Yeah. So instead of a jacket, kind of. Definitely more of an outer layer yarn rather than inner layer. However, with, for instance, I've made a hat out of the Friends wool, and that I can wear on my skin, no problem. So.
What is that new pattern that launched? You keep going.
I'm going to keep going because we have one more Friends yarn, which is Friends Wheel. I already kind of showed you a little bit before, which this yarn is a cotton and acrylic blend. You get 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. It's a sport weight. You get 437 yards on one of these little cakes, and the recommended needle size is a 3 to 3.5 millimeter or a 4 and 4.5 millimeter hook. And this yarn is another great addition to our Friends line. This is lovely for anything that you want that is going to have a really nice drape and that more summery springtime vibe and feel, where it's a little lighter. It's a cotton blend, so
Yeah.
perfect for t-shirts, tops, but also things like shawls. You can turn this into a thin blanket. You could turn this into a nice maybe table runner. And it again comes, Matt is showing you all the colors. It comes in such a great assortment of colors. One thing that I particularly love about the Friends collection is, I can show you here, I know it is an old joke, but it's still true. Green is my favorite color, and look at all these different shades of green. It is so nice that this yarn line actually comes with such a variety of different shades of green. I particularly am very glad for that. This is one of my favorites. I think it's called Artichoke. Don't quote me on this, but I think it is.
It is.
And it is one of my favorites, and I love it. And my actual favorite color isn't here. Oh, here's the Artichoke and Friends wool. And again, you can see almost a perfect match.
And I'm making my Suki in this one, in the olive.
In the beautiful olive color. It is gorgeous. And this one I think is called Pale Matcha, which...
Deb is saying that she loves Friends merino and wool with a kid silk, and it is the match made in heaven combination, right? So beautiful yarn, and just super nice that they're 50% off. They're quite pricey yarns in general, because merino is always quite pricey. Kid silk is always quite pricey. So I think that adding them to live shopping, offering that 40% off or 50 is definitely a really great opportunity, I think, in general, to stack up on them, because I mean, these are the yarns that I usually have a lot of at home.
Yeah, they are my kind of holy grail yarns.
Exactly. So beautiful yarn. All right.
Yeah. So those were all of our Friends. We actually do have the Friends Cotton 8/4 color packs as well.
True.
I just realized that I don't have any of those.
Oh, but it's okay.
Here, but
if you write happy 40 or happy 50, you're gonna get a list or a link with all of the yarns that we have today.
The Friends Cotton packs, which are cotton. Yeah.
Look at how many colors there is
as you can see, 10 packs of 10 skeins of cotton in pre-sorted colors.
Yeah.
Those are also part of today's selection.
Someone asked earlier actually what the best yarn for a crocheted rose, for example, would be, and I think 8/4 might work.
I would
there,
say
right?
if you want to make an amigurumi or like a little sort of sculptural project, I would go for 100% cotton, and then I would recommend the 8/4 cotton. And it's nice if you want to make something like flowers, for instance, because the color pack comes with 10 skeins. So let's say you pick the red and orange assortment, then you could make a variety of different kind of red and yellow toned flowers for a little bouquet, for instance, and have everything you need there. You might want to add just a single skein of green,
which is a really nice little thing to make, because Mother's Day is soon.
Yeah,
Mother's Day is soon. When is Mother's Day? Can you Google
different
yeah, but like in the States, try and check in the States,
same
or
as in
is
Germany. Same as in Germany, which I think might be the same as in Denmark.
I think it's
First
like
Sunday in May, or second Sunday in May.
May 11th, 2025 this year.
Yeah, May 11th. So you've got about a month and a bit.
Get started on those roses.
Which is, I could start now and have them done for Mother's Day next year.
No. Actually, there's a lot of flower patterns available on Hoopie's website that are free. And then there's also like obviously paid ones. And remember, the paid ones, all the revenue goes straight into the designer's pocket. We don't keep commission or anything like that. But I think that there's beautiful flower patterns available. So in Slovenia, it's today. Oh my God.
I guess someone's too late to start making those flowers.
Yeah, somebody's too late, unfortunately. But like you see, we have the pansy, which is super cute for spring. We have the kalas, which is also very sweet. The peony as well. The twisted flower, that's kind of funky. That's actually cool. That's for the funky moms. And oh, look at the flora. The flower pot is so cute.
That is adorable.
Oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. And if you go back, Matt, there is also an alternative if you don't want to make a flower, which is that flower wreath. Isn't that
is
cute?
very nice.
Can you zoom in for us? Oh, look at how beautiful that is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now that I could actually think about, wow, wow, wee, wow, indeed. I could think about making that for my mommy actually this year.
Gee, I can hear something. It's a little jingle.
It's a giveaway. It's a giveaway. It's a giveaway time. It's a giveaway time.
Me neither. I can just imagine like the song eventually stops and all you hear is us like breathing heavily into the microphone. We do have another giveaway winner to be announced right now as we speak. And we have a random selected person from whoever gave us a thumbs up. Or a little heart.
Yeah.
Or a little smiley face, or a little hug, whatever like those reactions are, right? So once again, we still have giveaways happening, or giveaways that are going to happen in the future, but for now this particular giveaway is for $25. That's a $25 coupon, and it's going to be sent out to Demetrius Patterson. So Demetrius Patterson, congratulations. Reach out to live@hobby.com. It's live@hobby.com.
It's live at Hobby.
It's live at Hobby. It's live@hobby.com.
I love that we all
I'm
broke
sure
at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Like Matt went for 2 repetitions, Gea went for the correct amount of repetitions, and I was completely out of it anyway.
I think we just confused Demetrius so much, but Demetrius, honey, congratulations. Reach out to live@hobby.com to claim your $25 coupon. And moving on to more yarn, we actually
have a few more gorgeous yarns for you right now. So first up, we've got Portobello, which is this amazing cotton blend. Portobello,
a worsted yarn weight
off a blend of 60% cotton, 28% acrylic, and 12% wool, and it has a really cool, unique texture. So
beautiful.
As you can see here, all Portobellos are created equally in the sense that they are all created with this white cotton tube in the center, which then has colored fibers, in this case an acrylic wool blend, blown into it, giving it a little bit of fluff whilst still remaining quite structural and with a very nice volume. You can see here that the white is always shining through a little bit. On the darker colors, you always get that slightly toned down kind of mottled look that way. It is a really, really lovely yarn you can use for things like bags. This is also a yarn that I would recommend maybe for something a little more sort of structural. It is a little bit on the more firm side. It is a worsted weight. The recommended hook or needle size is a 4mm needle, 5mm hook. And we do recommend that you hand wash it to preserve it as best as possible. These are actually, I think, some of the newer colors that we have. This green particularly, I absolutely love. And it is so nice to use for things like bags, for things like accessories of various kinds. I could also see this for a cute little vest.
I completely zoned out, but that is the original yarn that you initially used for your scarf, right?
No.
No?
It was garland.
It was garland.
Which looks very similar. They look very similar to each other, but
different consistency
different.
Of fibers.
Garland has an alpaca, is alpaca.
Okay.
And then someone's saying, I'm thinking this doesn't split. No, you would have to work pretty hard to split this. I mean, look at this.
Matt? Look at this back.
Look at this.
Right. I'm trying to find multiple things. Yeah.
Look at this. So as you can see here, the cotton tube is very, very, very structural and safe. So you're going to have a hard time trying to split this, which, combined with the fact that it's a worsted weight, I think makes it a really, really nice yarn. If that's a problem you encounter, I think this is a really nice kind of beginner friendly one. One big tip I can give you is if you work this up, same as pretty much all of our tube yarns, but I have encountered this with Portobello as well. If you, like me, have really high tension when you crochet, size up your hook immediately. Because it is so solid, kind of, the tube. That means that if you go in with a hook that's a bit too small, or you go in with a lot of tension, your stitches are going to get quite solid, and it's going to be a little harder on the next row around to get back into them. So size up your hook, and then you get a really, really lovely, very nice texture and very nice final result. You get 130 yards on one of these little donuts for this yarn, and it is absolutely lovely.
Yeah, and just to underline what you said, I mean, the stitch definition on this yarn is absolutely gorgeous. You can really, really see the stitches so well. But that also is probably because of the fact that the chainette is made out of cotton. Yeah. So you're gonna have that sturdy
is the yarn.
Like it's
when I said solid, sturdy is what I meant.
Sturdy and a little bit on the stiff side if we were to not take stiff as a negative.
No, but it definitely works up a bit.
Definition is the best word, I think, in this case. So, telling them to go up even knitting size needles. Yeah. Like
I'm less familiar
if
with
you
knitting.
want the mushy, the soft mushy texture, you definitely want to go up a crochet hook size or a needle size to still get a very, very nice final fabric. So. Beautiful yarn. I love Portobello. I think it's so cool. And you know what? A lot of people use it for, you said vests and clothes and whatever, but you can also use this for amigurumis.
Yes.
Because it has so much cotton in it, and because then it will add, like, imagine a little teddy bear made out of this cute little, brown. I mean, it's, you just have to, like, really let your imagination. And it's a worsted yarn weight, great for beginners.
It's my preferred sort of yarn weight, because I just like that it works up really quickly. So, but yeah, Portobello, amazing yarn. 40% off with code HAPPY40, 50% off with code HAPPY50 if your order total is more than $150 or equivalent in your currency. I love that Gea is just squishing the yarn.
I love the squish. I love the squish. Tweed Delight is our next yarn. Should I take it?
You take it away, girl.
Take it away. Tweed Delight is a beautiful, beautiful woolen tweed yarn, as you can see. It has this gorgeous composition made out of 85% wool, 10% acrylic, and 5% viscose, which is the little speckles that we find. Now, this is a one single yarn ply, as you can see, and it has this rustic spun with a slight different variation in thickness. Super, super beautiful. It's great for projects that you want to work up very, very fast, but it's also great for projects that you want that kind of a British aristocrat look, you know, the classic.
Or that dark academia vibe.
Dark academia, yeah, like, I mean, look at this, you know. Super, super beautiful yarn.
I have about 15 skeins of that color at home. I want to make a vest out of it. I know that like my next obsession is going to be
a little vest for Albert in this purple. Would be so cute. Now, in terms of composition, this, like I said, 85% wool, 10% acrylic, 5% viscose. You get 100 grams in one of these little donuts. 100 grams is 100 meters. Why did I say grams? 100 meters.
I didn't even question you. I was just like, yeah, that sounds like an amount.
100 meters, so that's 109 yards for 50 grams. There we go. 1.7 ounces. Worsted yarn weight, just like Portobello. It's worsted, but on the slightly thicker side of worsted yarn weight. And you get 17 stitches by 23 rows on a knitting gauge. And you get 13 stitches on 18 rows on a crochet gauge swatch. So beautiful, beautiful. Look at this blow on. I can already imagine a little, like you said, like a little vest for Albert. Now that it's spring, and you know, he can wear just like a nice little cotton body, and instead of like, because that poor child, I'm like, you are gonna get a wool body on top, and then you're gonna get a wool sweater, and then on top of the wool sweater you're gonna get a vest, and then on top of the vest you're gonna get, like, he's just like
proper Danish
he goes
boy.
like this, you know, like just dressed in wool, like, please help me, my mother is insane, sweating and just red in his face all the time. No, but like, I think he's gonna be happy now that spring is coming through, and then he can wear a bit more cotton. But I'm still a little paranoid. I still need to give him a little bit of wool.
Yeah.
to just make sure that his temperature is regulated, because that is what wool is great
wool does
for.
best.
Yes, exactly. So Tweed Delight, 50% off if you shop in the next 24 hours using code HAPPY50. And if you just want to buy 1 or 2 skeins and make yourself like a nice little scarf or a nice little hat or a vest for your baby, then go ahead and use HAPPY40 and get 40% off instead. Boom. Boom. And I mean the little flakes, the little speckles, it's just, they're so cute.
It is so pretty. And they work
So
in
cute.
pretty nicely. So as you can see, like when Gea showed you, right, they're quite loose on it. However, as you work it up, of course, each stitch kind of, the friction between the fibers is going to hold them in. So don't worry, they're not going to keep falling off your project.
Yeah.
And
Boom.
yeah, we'll give you a lovely little tweedy look.
Yeah.
And vibe.
Yes. Okay, so what's next? Horizon. Horizon.
It's not what's next, it's what's on the horizon.
What is on the horizon? I foresee a very, very cute cake yarn. And each cake is about 200 grams. So that's 7 ounces. Running
200
for...
grams, that's 40 meters.
running for 550 meters, so that's 601 yards. Now Horizon obviously is, ooh, there it is. Horizon is this super cool stripy looking yarn, great. Why are you guys whispering?
No, because Matt looked so intensely concentrated, so I just wanted to check if he was okay. So I just wanted to check if he was okay.
Is he sleeping?
No, he was trying to track our movements to figure out which cam to go to.
We
keep moving around.
Because as we keep moving around, it means that he keeps on having to switch around with the camera.
I'm sorry, Matt. I'm so sorry.
So I was just like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out who's moving and who's talking."
So good. Matt is fine. He's not sleeping.
Maddie's on
He's
top
doing
of
a
things.
super great job at just being a cameraman, a technician, charge of like giveaways, in charge of producers, script man, everything. He's just like, he is our...
Let's see if we can convince him to come
warrior.
here and present a yarn later on.
Oh.
Or the giveaway.
Oh, the giveaway.
The giveaway.
Maybe.
The final
We
giveaway
will
should
be
be
there.
here.
Yeah,
Yes. So Horizon is a
Whoa.
100% premium acrylic. It is processed in several steps, by the way, similar to the processing of wool, actually. So they use this technique called high bulk. I think we've talked about it so many times, but if you're the first time joining, the way it works is that the acrylic is combed, just like wool is combed. That really gives it that fluff, rich texture, right? And then it has been processed through this high bulk process, where the yarn is basically steamed under pressure, and it results in this really squishy kind of like thread when they spun it. So this is what it looks like here, and you can like really see that it has that feel of almost like merino. Extremely comfortable, extremely soft. So it is definitely great for any projects that you want to make stripes out of. So of course Horizon is great for a nice little granny square project because of the stripes, and it also is great for blankets and scarves. And yeah, Matt can show you that there's like how the color 10 is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that cute color. Look at that. Look at that red. That's so gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, exactly. I'm so obsessed with this. Like, this one, the pink one I'm wearing this, holding is number 14. Number 14. So you have the color here, and that is how the color wave looks like. Wow. And then I have a purple one with me over here. Purple, tealy. This is color number 9 or 6, one of the two. I can't. I think it's number 9. Yes. Yes. Beautiful color 9. And last but not least, a really happy one. This is, I think this would look so cute for a kid's like project, because it has these very happy colors. This is color 18. So it looks like that.
Very summery. Like it looks like
Super
it makes me think of
summery.
like a day on the beach, kind of like a beach towel or an umbrella.
Exactly. So Tweed Delight. We have 2 patterns that we wanted to show you guys. We have the slate sweater and we have the autumn dot cardigan. So Matt is gonna go ahead and
That was Tweed Delight.
though.
oh, was it?
Yes.
Do you want to show it?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, Luisa made going through the trouble of showing.
We did add a lot of patterns to the landing page, so there you can actually check a lot of them out. But
Okay, so this is the slate sweater. What about the other one? This is an experienced.
yes, the other one we actually have here in the studio.
Autumn dot cardigan.
Autumn dot cardigan, yeah.
Ooh.
You look like you're not warm enough. Would you like to put on a cardigan on top?
Always. Give me all of the yarn. I will wear all of the yarn.
It's a very nice color on you.
This is actually very cool. I love the
Yeah.
sleeves. So super, super cute. The autumn dot cardigan. This is a crochet cardigan, by the way. Worked bottom up in 5 panels. 1 back panel, 2 front, and 2 sleeve panels. And then you finish off the color, which is crocheted into the panels at the end. And you have these cute little puff stitches in between. That is so, so cute. Lovely. Lovely. Jennifer said she made the autumn dot cardigan. Jennifer, did you enjoy? Was it an easy one? How long did it take you? Share your wisdom with us.
Yes.
Share it. And
Imagine
by the way,
if she now goes, it's a terrible pattern, I regret it.
Yes.
Don't do it. And then, you know.
actually, how many?
does
How
have
many?
5 stars.
It has 5 stars. So whoever made it gave it a little 5 stars there. So Jeremy says it's a beautiful pattern and easy to follow. Well,
Very
thank you
good.
so much,
Maybe
Jeremy.
check, maybe there's some pictures uploaded of it.
Boom! Oh, they made it in different colors. So cute. Okay, this
So,
is Mandy. She says
Mandy
she
made
really
it.
enjoyed making this. However, she added length as she wanted it to be a little bit oversized and it was a little bit short at the beginning. So she used a different color than suggested, but very, very pleased with the outcome. Good instruction and easy to follow. And then we did have another. Oh, so cute. Sophie finished this cardigan for her dad. She only used a mix of color yarn to keep it more masculine, and she made it in 3XL.
Very cool.
So he's 190. Oh, that's like Seb. So it should fit him super, super well. Easy repetitions, quick to make. Added a picture of my assistant. Ooh, her little assistant. Was there like a little kitties or something? I didn't even look at the...
Yeah, you are completely out of the... Yeah.
Of course I'm completely out of the frame. That is my job. My job is to be super annoying and, you know... Oh, little man there. Oh,
Maybe it's for him.
sweetheart.
Laura is asking if there's going to be a Horizon Halloween this year. I don't remember 100% which ones we're getting, but if you're subscribed to our newsletter and follow us on our socials, you will know when the Halloween line drops.
Yes.
And it'll be in due time so that you can actually make everything for Halloween.
Yeah,
So don't worry.
I'm probably thinking somewhere in summer.
In the summer. It's
Yes.
definitely coming in the summer.
Yes.
I don't remember exactly when, but yeah, like I said, our newsletters and socials are going to keep you well informed when it's time for that.
But Luisa,
Gea!
we have a giveaway.
We do indeed. Everybody, it's time to get
giveaway.
in the chat one more time.
It's a giveaway.
Because we are giving away
song is playing,
final...
Luisa.
It's a giveaway.
The song
time,
is
it's a
playing. He is trying.
Look, we'll play it again. One second.
It's a giveaway.
Now it's just not
It's a
funny.
giveaway. It's a giveaway time. It's a giveaway time. It's a giveaway.
It's a beautiful song, Jay. You made
I'm
it.
sulking.
No. It
But
got
you won't
ruined.
sulk for long, Louisa. You know
No,
why?
I will not, because it's time for a giveaway, and
True.
you can't be sulky when there's a happy little giveaway happening. So one more time, everybody, get in the chat and type #HoBeLive for a chance to win the final $25 gift card of the night. So #HoBeLive in the chat for a chance to win a lovely, lovely gift card. While you do that, I'm going to quickly introduce to you the 2 non-yarn products that we have in the selection
Project.
for you today. Because it is the end of International Crochet Month, we do have 2 different amazing crochet hook sets for you. This one is for those of you who want to work with a chunky yarn. It's the glitter crochet hook set that comes in 5 sizes, 12 millimeters to 25. So those are for the really, really chunky and blanket yarns. And the other set we have is the one that you can win in our final giveaway, which is coming up pretty soon. And it is the Cosmo crochet hook set in the color Wisteria.
I have a fun fact for you. Apparently, a lot of people have never, ever, ever, ever seen a 25mm crochet hook before. That's a US size 50.
I certainly had not prior to us launching this one.
The biggest people have usually seen is a size 20, which is the size below this one. But a size 25, nobody has ever seen. People were so in shock when they saw it. So just to remind you guys, it exists. It's very, very big. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
And if you don't have any need for such a chunky one, then we've got the wisteria set for you, which has all the kind of normal sizes of 2mm to 6mm.
But the big ones,
But the big one is really fun. And think of how fast you are. Just 3 stitches on that and you're pretty much done with your project.
Oh my god, that is true. Imagine
Imagine the scarf with this. I'll take like 2. Basically, if I just chain 10 stitches with it, it's gonna be enough to give me. If I chain 10 with the massive one.
Should I chain 10?
Chain 10 of the pearly haze.
found a winner!
And we've got our winner! Congratulations to Ilaria Sarah. Congratulations, Ilaria. You are our final gift card winner of the day. You will receive a gift card with 25 monies. And in order to get your gift card, please send the lovely Matthias an email to live@hobby.com. He'll go through it at the end of the week and send it out for you.
This is so uncomfortable.
It was like... Gea's trying to change, but to be fair, you are also using it on a like worsted weight yarn.
Yeah, but that's the fun part of it. The fun part of it is using it on a very, very wrong yarn. We are actually, this probably at the end of this week, I'm gonna record an episode for the podcast that I'm producing currently, about yarn weights and how important it is to make sure that you don't start using tools that are not for the yarn weight you're using, right?
Are you hyping up the podcast a little bit there?
I am hyping up the podcast a little bit because, yes, I got to announce it to the whole team today and I'm excited about it. And I'm excited that I think it's a lot of fun. And I think that a lot of you guys are going to really, really enjoy it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing your reaction. So let me know if you guys want to be guinea pigs and shoot me an email at jaya@hobby.com if you guys want to be my little guinea pigs and have a listen to an episode or two. They're about 25 minutes long, so yeah.
Kim is also saying that the giant hooks are awesome when you're trying to teach people because, of course, it is then really easy to see what is happening even if you're not super close to the action. So that is also a really cool really cool tip there. And like I said, if you're more into a normal size, we've got the Cosmo hook set for you as well today at 40% off with code HAPPY40. And this is also the set that you can win in our big giveaway at the end of the show. You've got these lovely hooks with silicone handles and a aluminum tip for maximum crochet fun. And,
maximum crochet
joy.
fun. You have to say that in like a super
maximum fun.
Maximum crochet fun
with the Cosmo crochet hook set.
It has to be very blockbuster sound, Maximum fun
in a world
where
crochet,
where you might struggle to crochet with big needles. We also have regular ones.
One set came in to change it all.
Exactly.
The Cosmo crochet hook set 9 sizes in the color wisteria.
Boom! I love the long name. I love the long name.
I know. I was thinking like how long could I make it? The Cosmo crochet hook set 9 sizes wisteria. All right, so.
Wow, my wrists are killing me right now. Never ever use such a chunky crochet hook on such a thin yarn because this is ridiculous at this point.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we have a lot of people asking where they can listen to the podcast.
Ooh, you guys want to listen to it?
You do, trust me.
Send me an email. Or maybe, should I tell them about it? I don't know. Ooh, because we still have to do a lot of different little things around the podcast.
Soon.
We will announce.
Okay, soon. I promise next week I will probably announce the name and I'm going to announce the concept and all of that. So very, very soon. Stay tuned. You are going to love it.
Much like a doctor, sometimes you have to have a lot of patience.
Boom, boom, tsh. All right, moving on
I'm taking
to.
over dad joke duties here.
Oh my god, I can do this. I can do this. Moving on to our next
Like our
our
final
next
four yarns.
final 4 yarns to go. We have Twister and Twister Glitter for those of you out there who really, really love to work with cake yarns. And we also have that died. We also have the screen just died. We also have what else do we have? What else do we have? We have Tea Time and Divina.
No,
What a really we don't have Tea Time and
We have
Divina.
the ones I put here: Pearly Haze and Metallico.
Pearly Haze and Metallico. Okay, I was like, I think I was reading from an old script, wasn't I?
Yes,
Was it from the
sorry.
last week?
Yes, that was my fault. I put the wrong things at the bottom.
And I think our screen is up again. So, let's get into it. Let's talk about Twister. Now, if you are the type of person who really, really loves making shawls, and I mean, shawls is the way to go when you really want to grow a beautiful collection of wearables that is versatile, right? Because with a shawl, you can wear whatever you want. So you can wear it over a beautiful summery dress, or you can wear it over a t-shirt and some jeans. So I really, really love that. And I love like growing the collection of shawls because then you can kind of like mix match. It's just kind of like with you and
with
your
the
little
scarves,
scarf collection, right?
Yeah.
So the beautiful, beautiful Twister and Twister Glitter, they are both sport yarn weights. They are both 1,000 meters long, so that's 1,093 yards, and they both weigh 250 grams. That's 8.8 ounces, so that's a lot of yarn you're getting actually. We recommend in terms of needles 3 to 3.5 needles, so that's 2.5 to a 4 US, and crochet hooks 4 to 4.5, that's a US G6 to a 7. Now when you make a little gauge swatch, you get about 26 stitches by 35 rows on a 10 by 10 centimeter gauge swatch or a 4 by 4 inch, and when you crochet with it you get about 20 stitches, so 20 stitches by 26 rows. So I love that I'm still trying to crochet here my little whatever this abomination of a project is.
Looks like a fishing net gone horribly wrong, but you could still make that fashion, girl. Keep going and then turn it into like a necklace, and honestly you will find some like hipster in Copenhagen who's gonna pay you a lot of money for that.
And in Twister we have many colors as well.
And in Twister we have many colors as well. Luisa's just being a super businesswoman.
Matt is showing you the full color, but like, no, I was just like, I felt a bit bad. I was like, was I too harsh to like hipsters in Copenhagen just now? Because
what even is a hipster in Copenhagen right now? Because I feel like everybody is being hipster in their own way.
Dude, anytime I go on holiday, if I want to find like the best brunch spots, I just Google hipster brunch and whichever city I'm going to. Like, I kid you not, and it works so well. I just put like hipster lunch Paris, and then you find all the very like cute spots that are kind of have like, you know, the sort of, yeah.
I think that what you are trying to say now with hipster is basically you're just trying to say the word hype. You want like what's hypey right now, or
what's like very Instagrammable.
Instagrammable,
yeah.
Okay. Okay,
and
I see. I see.
And
yeah. Now, Twister is definitely a very, very easy yarn to work with because of the way it's spun. It also has the easy start tag. And I think what I really, really like about it is the fact that there's just one chunk of yarn. You don't have to tie ends if you want to make a shawl. You don't have to, you know, it's one little chunk of yarn and let's go, you know. It's really, really... Oh my god, that pattern? What? Sugar Skull Blanket by MHL Designs. 2 skeins of cactus flower and Twister solid in white and Friends Wheel solid in black. Oh my god, that is incredible. That is incredible. Wow. Love it. Very impressive indeed.
How long do you think that will take to make?
A lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are only like one Twister cake, you can make this cool sweater.
Oh my goodness.
What's it called?
It is the one that is linked, the ombre, something ombre sweater.
Yes, Ombre Dream.
Ombre
The ombre dream.
I remembered the ombre part. I couldn't remember the rest of it. But
The
there
ombre
you can see
dream.
We have the pattern linked on our landing page. The ombre dream pullover or sweater
By Jane Green.
by
From Beautiful Crochet Stuff.
beautiful crochet stuff, and it truly is some beautiful crochet stuff. It's a really, really cute sweater. I love the sleeves, and yeah, wanted to come on and show you this one because we haven't.
And
in the
how many
studio.
is she actually using? Because I want to see in terms of like, because usually you would have, okay, so for a size.
For the smallest size, you need 2. For the biggest size, you need 3.
Okay, so for the smallest size 2, so starting off with 2, I'm guessing that would be like a size XS-ish.
Yeah.
She's probably giving in the measurements in the pattern itself. It's a free pattern. It's a free pattern, so get your hands on it.
And in 2 yarns, guys.
Oh!
In 2 yarns time.
Giveaway time.
This is our giveaway coming up.
Ooh, coming up. And I'm almost like, I'm just here trying to really get very hipstery. I'm trying to, you know.
You're creating
Oh, wait,
art.
you're working with Pearly Haze, right?
I'm working with Pearly Haze, and I'm going to just go at it. So we have our next yarn is Pearly Haze over here. This beautiful, 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 beautiful yarn is a blown yarn. Now, this is made in Italy, by the way. 73% viscose, 27% extra fine merino, which we like. It is produced using a technique called soffilli, where the extra fine merino is blown into a hollow chainette, as you can see over there. Now, the chainette is made out of the beautiful viscose. It gives a super, super beautiful and elegant shine and softness and lightness and freshness to the yarn itself. Thank you so much.
I figured that way you can
It's
like
very sweet.
you can talk.
Exactly.
I will fondle yarn.
And I mean, I think that it's also, oh, one thing to notice also is that the merino wool also makes this particular yarn super squishy, super, super lovely to work with. Mulesing free merino wool also, and it has undergone the Bacillin treatment, which makes sure that it is super soft, that it has better resilience to pilling. You get beautiful bright colors because, I mean, come on, some of the colors are so vivid and so nice. And yeah, the color palette is a little subdued, you know, yet appears quite vibrant thanks to that shiny effect given by the viscose. And it is suitable obviously for beginners because this is a worsted yarn weight. So you get about 110 meters, 120 yards for a donut that is 50 grams or 1.75 ounces. Knitting gauge, you have for a knitting gauge 17 stitches by 25 rows. That's on a 10 by 10 gauge swatch. And for crocheters out there, you get 13 stitches by 16 rows on a 10 by 10 gauge swatch or a 4 by 4 inch. So it's a beautiful yarn. I'm super excited. Lisa is saying I finally did it. I finally splunged and purchased unicorn. And she's excited. I'm super excited for you, Lisa. I think that's amazing. You are gonna be so happy. Yeah, with that in mind, I think the last yarn we have to mention is obviously a Metallico. But first, let's check the colors because Mamma Mia, Pearly Haze has some beautiful. Can we center that? Can we center the colors? We can't center the colors.
It's because they're all differently sized.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yes.
The website.
My little brain is like.
Like for example, with Twister.
Yeah.
It is censored like so.
Okay.
You know.
I see.
Yeah. But
Okay.
when we go to Metallico.
Okay. It is what it is, I guess. We're gonna have to live with it.
Oh, and
You can do it.
That's a great segue to our last yarn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was what?
Metallico.
Oh. Metallico, gentlemen and ladies.
You are getting
and
a gold medal right here.
also all of our friends watching us right now. We have beautiful, beautiful Metallico. This is kind of like if you don't want the Pearly Haze, you might get the Metallico, which is the version that has more polyamide, or it's made out of polyamide. The chainette is at least made out of polyamide instead of viscose. And we also have blown inside a 21% acrylic and a little tiny bit of wool to just give a little bit of warmth in there. This is also,
again.
thank you. This is also a worsted yarn weight. And I mean, come on. What is there else to say? It's also shiny. It's also satiny. It's this thread of polyamide is encasing this fluffy and lightly brush mix of the wool, which by the way in this yarn is also merino wool, and the very, very nice 21% acrylic. So it can be used obviously for the whole family, including those that have a little bit delicate skin, because once again, and I will insist on this, merino is the softest of wool. The highest microns that merino goes to is 25, I believe, or 23. I can't remember exactly right now. And that's one of the fun facts you will learn at the podcast. But me, I'm just like going full in. But I mean, overall, it is a very, very unscratchy yarn. Super, super beautiful. And yeah, 40% off, 50% off, depending on your basket size at the moment. I think that the difference between Pearly Haze and merino, generally speaking, is that, in my opinion, Pearly Haze is softer.
Yes.
I don't know if it's just me. It's a little bit squishier.
Yes.
Metallico feels, to me, that is much more dense, densely packed. I would also argue that probably you get a little bit better stitch definition with the Pearly Haze, mostly because the Metallico is much fluffier. So if we compare them side by side, Maddie, so you can see the Metallico is way, way fluffier than the Pearly Haze. Very similar yarns, but you get more fluff here. So it just also depends on, what you want to accomplish. But nonetheless, yes, you do get more structure, more definition with the Pearly Haze, but that doesn't mean you don't get it with the Metallico. You get a beautiful structure with Metallico as well.
I think one difference is as well that the chainette of the Pearly Haze is always that white viscose. So it's always that creamy color that's shining through, whereas with the Metallico, the chainette is the thing that's giving it the metallic color, and depending on which color it is, that one is going to differ in color. So the shades of Metallico are a bit more intense and a bit deeper comparatively. That's why I tried holding like some of the shades next to each other, so to give you an idea of,
but it's super soft. It's super, super, super soft.
Yeah, both of them super, super nice, and like a really cool way to get that effect. Especially Metallico is one of those yarns that I think looks really cool when you use it in combination with another yarn. Let's say you're working with a friend's merino or a friend's wool, and you just want to, you're doing color work and you want your color work to just pop a little bit more. Imagine this like sparkling dark green surrounded by just black, for instance, right? And like how cool that is going to pop a little bit extra. So that's another cool thing that you could work with Metallico as a little added effect.
I already have 2 emails of people that want to watch my
phone is just
listening to my little podcast. It is open. If you want to be a little guinea pig, please come along. Write me an email to jaya@hobby.com if you want to have a listen to our upcoming little podcast.
Yeah, Dagmar, sadly we don't have a swatch of Metallico
No.
right in the studio. I'm very happy that I found the one for Pearly Haze, so I was able to show you, but yeah, we sadly don't have a Metallico one, but we might get one.
We should make one.
Yeah.
We should make a little
Or
one.
we'll ask around.
Yeah.
Maybe someone has like maybe a swatch they made for a
I love
project
that
or
Matt is
something.
really, really trying to do the whole camera thing.
It's doing the like who's talking.
Let us know if this is actually something that you think is funny, because we try to approach it that way because it is so difficult.
For both of us to stand in the same frame, it is always this awkward thing where the second Jaya moves, if I don't pay attention and move the opposite way, we're always blocking each other.
And since I'm shorter, I have to stay in front of Luisa, and then you hear me, and then you don't hear her. So we're trying the whole thing with the camera. Maybe the camera is a little bit, working better.
And yeah, so that's it's always really fun when it's the 3 of us together, especially.
But speaking of us 3 together,
yes,
we have a announcement to make, the 3 of us, and that is that next week I am going to be hosting alone.
Yes.
Meep, 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 meep. Because this girl's going on Holly Holly.
Hello.
And yeah, we also need to...
Matt just looked at me briefly looked so surprised, as if I haven't mentioned this 50 million times.
I had no surprise. It was maybe just a resting
No,
face.
I think it was Matt's resting face, but maybe he looked at me in a way.
He looked at me like, what are you doing?
You're going on holiday.
No,
no. Well, yeah, we will tear
I'm
it up
stuck
then.
with Gea. She's never
Wait,
gonna stop speaking.
Wait, who's taking over live shopping then?
This girl.
Woo! Me. So get ready for a super chaotic live shopping experience. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a lot of stupid stuff, including probably burning some yarn.
And this is a little bit...
cutting some projects
This is
up
only things we do when I'm not here.
Yeah, this is
put
very
my foot
old
down.
school
Yes.
live shopping.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to the roots. So if you're actually in the chat right now and you've watched us maybe 2-3 years ago when I was hosting instead of Lou, put a little hand up. Let me see if my family is in the house. I'm getting very excited. And speaking of the excitement levels that are like slowly going up, I think we have a giveaway to announce. Boom, 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 boom,
So-
boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
You now have the chance of winning these 53 to 55 assorted cotton yarns. Not the plate they're on, even though it's really cool. And one Cosmo Crochet hook set 9 sizes wisteria.
Boom. This is gonna be such a fun giveaway because it's kind of like securing a whole beginner's journey of crochet for you, and I think it's also because it is International Crochet Month, by the way. Congratulations. I think it's gonna be really, really nice. By the way, we had one coupon that was not working because because we had set the wrong month.
February.
We set the right dates, but the wrong month.
Yeah.
It's working now. So if you're watching us from the UK, first of all, I'm super sorry that I'm doing my stupid British accents. That must be a little bit annoying. I do it out of love and out of appreciation for the culture. So I hope I'm not offending anybody. And also because it is nice and posh, you know, and it's like, I like to, you know.
Absolutely.
Like if I talk to you about a nice fancy yarn, then I'd love to like just sprinkle some like, you know. The code works now. So if you are shopping from the UK, use Happy50UK for the 50% off on any purchase that is £125.
And for how long does it last?
And 24 hours.
Well, 22 now, because we've been talking for a while.
Yes, true. So let's pick a giveaway winner.
So for the final time, everybody, make sure you're live and get in the chat. And to participate on the giveaway, I want you to type our secret code word, which is... Hang on. It's taking a second. Hashtag giveaway, because we are creative in this.
What?
We changed the game.
That game has been changed, boy.
Giveaway in the chat for a chance to participate.
Who is the super creative brain that has changed it from Hobby Live to giveaway? Is it Luisa? Luisa?
I want to keep everyone on their toes, right?
I want to. That was plot twist.
I love very tame plot twists. I love it. It's a twist. We just changed the word. Also, last week Matt changed the word just to make fun of me.
And we're playing for this, by the way.
We're playing for this, so we're playing for
50 plus skeins.
Assortment of cotton skeins.
Assortment of cotton skeins, and also
darling.
A Cosmos hook wisteria 9 sizes. I cannot remember. 9 sizes.
9 sizes.
You're going full Australian there.
Yeah, that's I don't do accents very well.
I have
I just-
9 choices.
I just do the thing where if I'm hanging out with someone, I will, over the course of an hour, slowly slip more and more into their accent a little bit.
Yes.
I have a friend who's from Galway, Ireland, and I've had full-on conversations where I get progressively more Irish as I talk to her.
I love that.
And I
5
don't
seconds.
notice that I'm doing it until someone points it out to me. So.
5 seconds. 4 seconds. Ooh, who's gonna be the
Last
lucky
chance,
winner?
Hashtag giveaway in the chat.
Good luck, everybody.
win.
And the winner is being picked by the system. Brum, 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 brum. Let's see. Are we gonna scream it all together? Come,
Oh, yeah,
Maddie.
Matt, you have to announce the giveaway winner. We said you were going to do it.
Yes, of course.
My little horse.
Am I a horse?
I don't know.
Oh.
Ooh, there
You
it
have
is.
Gabrielle Simcute.
Sim cute, Gabrielle. Sim cute.
Congrats to you, and you will be winning this.
Assortment of cotton and
The Wisteria Cosmos 9 sizes crochet hook set.
woo!
Love it.
In
Beautiful.
order to redeem your prize, please send us an email to live@hobby.com. And be sure to
Live@hobby.com.
include your
A song.
live@hobby.com.
Live@hobby.com. Yeah.
And do make sure to include your full address details so that we can send your prize on its way. And please include a phone number because depending on where you live, a lot of carriers require those in order to be able to send out a package. So
Bring, bring.
please reach out to us. Gabrielle, congratulations on your amazing prize.
That's insane. I'm very jealous of you, Gabrielle. And I know that a lot of other people are also jealous. But I also know that our little sweet chat is just so sweet. Look at them just saying
lot of
congrats. It's actually quite sweet because, you know, I feel the frustration because imagine like not winning. You get pissed off, right? But our chat is just
I'm a natural
sweet,
defeatist.
sweet people. So I love it. Different tune every time they sing it.
Well,
yes.
yeah, we got to keep you on your toes.
It's because we cannot remember.
Game. And we can't remember.
We can't remember.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
That is it
super
for today.
insightful.
Well, let's recap really quickly.
We have 20 plus yarns,
24 hours.
40% with code HAPPY40.
50% with code happy50. I got it. I'm still on top. Yes.
You are professional.
Yes. And yeah, I mean, you know, hurry up, enjoy it. Make sure that you tune in next week if you want to see me babble a lot about yarns. I'm going to try to come up with a fun theme for next week. And otherwise, that was all for today.
Yeah.
That
Thank
was
you
all for me.
so much for joining.
Take it from Bobby.
We hope you enjoyed. And take care. Be kind to each other. And see you soon.
Bye.